说中文。
Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hi there, elementary Chinese pod listeners. My name is John.
大家好，我是 Jenny.
Okay, and today we have a lesson. It's kind of a winter scene, right?
Yes, and we're in a slippery situation. Can you say that?
Yeah, slippery situation related to buses.
Yes. How can a bus be slippery? Anyway.
It's not that complicated. Let's break it down.
Well, we're going to hear two people who are waiting for the bus, but for some reason they missed the bus.
Okay, so when you're listening to the dialogue 3 times, try to understand what's going on that they missed the bus.
好, let's listen to the dialogue now. 对话第一遍。
快快，车来了！
哎呦，
你没事吧？
没事儿，地真滑
地上都是冰，小心！
啊！车走了。
没关系，我们打的吧。
第二遍。
快快，车来了！
哎呦，
你没事吧？
没事儿，地真滑
地上都是冰，小心！
啊！车走了。
没关系，我们打的吧。
第三遍。
快快，车来了！
哎呦，
你没事吧？
没事儿，地真滑
地上都是冰，小心！
啊！车走了。
没关系，我们打的吧。
Okay, don't worry. We're now going to translate the dialogue line by line, and then we'll break it all down for you.
好的。快快，车来了。
Quick, quick, the bus is here.
快快，车来了。
Hurry, hurry, the bus is here.
快快，车来了。哎呦，
Oh no.
哎呦，
Wow.
哎呦，你没事吧？
Are you okay?
你没事吧？
Are you all right?
你没事吧？没事儿，地真滑。
I'm all right. The ground is really slippery.
没事儿，地真滑。
I'm fine. The ground is so slippery.
没事儿，地真滑。地上都是冰，小心。
On the ground, it's all ice. Be careful.
地上都是冰，小心。
The ground is covered with ice. Be careful.
地上都是冰，小心。啊，车走了。
Ah, the bus is gone.
啊，车走了。
Ah, the bus left.
啊，车走了。没关系，我们打的吧。
No problem. Let's take a taxi.
没关系，我们打的吧。
Doesn't matter. Let's grab a cab.
没关系，我们打的吧。Now, John, I have to say, this situation reminds me of the hilarious Chinglish you see on signs. Things like, beware of slipping, carefully slipping.
Yeah, apparently slipping is a real danger here in Asia.
对。
And it's so funny.
And you know, sometimes it's not caused by ice. It could be something really disgusting.
Okay, but in this situation, it is ice.
Thankfully, it is ice.
All right, so let's get into the vocab and stuff.
好. Well, the first line seems quite straightforward, but we do want to point out a word here. 车来了，车来了.
Okay, so 车, that's C-H-E, first tone.
对. It means a car. However, in Chinese, it can also refer to a wide range of vehicles. For example, a bus, the subway train, or even a train.
Okay, so in English, you would never call a bus a car. But in Chinese, it's quite normal.
都是车. They're all cars.
Yeah, so obviously you can specify what type of car if you want, but you don't have to.
Yeah, like in this case, they're actually waiting for a bus, but they use the word 车 to refer to it.
Yeah, and they say 车来了. In other words, the bus has come.
对.
So in English, you might say the bus is here. But in Chinese, you just say it has come.
Yes, which is 车来了. 车来了.
Okay, so next, disaster of the slippery variety strikes.
Yes, and you know something bad or unexpected has happened by hearing 哎呦,哎呦.
Okay, so that exclamation is kind of like, oh no, or like, wow.
Wow.
Something like that, right?
Yes, 哎呦,哎呦. You often use it when you're in pain.
Ah, okay, so in Chinese, you don't say ouch or ow, you say,
哎呦,哎呦. For example, if you have stomach ache or toothache, you can say 哎呦,哎呦.
okay, very versatile expression.
好, so the man hears the woman's 哎呦 and he asks, 你没事吧?你没事吧?
Yeah, so literally, you don't have anything. You don't have some terrible circumstances, right?
Yes, it essentially means, are you okay?
Yeah, are you all right? This is
Right.
the way to say it.
你没事吧?你没事吧?
Okay, 没事, that's second tone and fourth tone.
对,
And so this ba is kind of like checking,
yes.
you're okay, right?
And the reply comes, 没事儿,地真滑,没事儿.
Okay, so just now we had 没事吧, and
对.
then 没事儿.
诶,
All right, so it's almost exactly the same, but then you have this little R on the end of the reply, right?
yes. Now this R is actually a speech habit in Beijing.
Okay, so northern China.
对.
You can add this R sound to the end of 是 and you get 事儿.
对.
And it's exactly the same meaning.
It doesn't change the meaning. Obviously, the pronunciation, the way it sounds is different.
Okay, so can we hear this one more time? One where both the question and the answer do not have the R sound, and then one where both have the R sound.
好,没事吧?没事.
Okay, so no R there. So now with the R,
没事儿吧?没事儿.
okay, so no difference in meaning.
对. And John, you say this R is like a pirate talking.
Yeah, a little bit of a pirate accent, that Beijing pirate accent.
好,没事儿. And the reason that caused her to slip is because 地真滑,地真滑.
Okay, so di, fourth tone, that means the ground or sometimes the floor.
Yes, it could mean both the outside and inside.
But this is the same di that we talk about when you're getting all poetic and you're talking about heaven and earth and
天地.
yeah, so this is di,
对,地.
one of those elemental characters, huh?
Yes. 地 means ground here. 地真滑,真滑.
Okay, so really slippery. And the word for slippery is
滑. H-U-A, second tone. 滑.
hua. Right? It sounds kind of slippery to me.
我也觉得.
Maybe I'm infected by the Chinese way of thinking, but it sounds slippery. Hua.
滑.
Okay, and then if it's not totally obvious, we find out why the ground is slippery, right?
对的. 地上都是冰. 地上都是冰.
Okay, so just now we found out that di means the ground.
Yes.
So then to say on the ground, we say,
地上. 地上.
so ground on. 地上.
对.
And then the next word is
都. 地上都是冰. 地上都是冰.
all right, so do, first tone meaning all,
对.
and then bing, also first tone, it means ice.
冰. 冰.
Okay, so literally on the ground, it's all ice.
地上都是冰. 地上都是冰.
So in English, we'd probably say something like, there's ice all over the ground, or the ground is covered in ice.
对, but in Chinese, we say 地上都是冰. 地上都是冰.
All right, so on the ground, it's all ice.
所以地真滑, 对吗?真滑.
And that's why you need to,
小心,小心.
okay, be careful.
对.
So while this drama is going on with the ice and the ground and the slipping and the falling,
The bus waits for no one.
right? So what's that line?
车走了. 车走了.
Okay, so 走 meaning to leave.
对.
So the bus has left.
车走了. Now, in the beginning of the dialogue, we had the sentence 车来了. 车来了.
Okay, so the bus has come.
对, but here it has left. 走了. 车走了.
Okay, so the bus driver doesn't mess around.
对的。However, it might be a blessing in disguise for this girl because the man is going to spend some money on taxi now.
So the woman is dependent on the man for everything, huh?
No, I'm not being sexist. I'm not saying that at all. Anyway, let's look at the language for taking a taxi. 我们打的吧。我们打的吧。
Okay, so the verb here is 打的. Third tone and first tone
对，
to get a taxi,
是的，
to hail a cab.
打的，打的。Now, there are different ways of saying to get a cab, but this is the easiest way.
Okay, and quite common.
对，打的。
And of course, the sentence ends in ba because you're making a suggestion.
Suggestion.
Let's do this.
我们打的吧。我们打的吧。
All right, so I think that pretty much covers everything. Let's listen to the dialogue 3 more times now.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Chinese Pod Trivia. Our first question is, how long will it take you to become an intermediate Chinese speaker using the Chinese Pod app? Is it A, the rest of your life? B, you should already be an intermediate speaker? C, 3 months? Or D, Chinese Pod has an app?
You should already be in.
Ooh, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, 3 months. That's right. Head over to ChinesePod.com now to register for your access to over 4,000 lessons. Get the Chinese Pod app now on Google Play or the App Store.
对话第一遍。
快快，车来了！
哎呦，
你没事吧？
没事儿。地真滑
地上都是冰，小心！
啊！车走了。
没关系，我们打的吧。
第二遍。
快快，车来了！
哎呦，
你没事吧？
没事儿。地真滑
地上都是冰，小心！
啊！车走了。
没关系，我们打的吧。
第三遍。
快快，车来了！
哎呦，
你没事吧？
没事儿。地真滑
地上都是冰，小心！
啊！车走了。
没关系，我们打的吧。
And this winter has been unusually cold around the world.
Yeah, and that includes Shanghai, where it normally doesn't snow.
And it hasn't this year, has
No,
it?
there have been snow flurries.
Oh. It
But there-
doesn't.
but there's also a lot of ice.
地上都是冰。
Yeah, because in Shanghai, it frequently rains in the winter.
对。
And then if the temperature suddenly drops, of course, you've got ice.
对啊，都是冰。So this dialogue is quite likely to take place in Shanghai.
This winter, anyway. And of course, even more likely up north in China, where there are lots of very cold places.
Exactly. 那这样 in Florida, where you come from, it never snows, right?
Almost never. In northern Florida, it does a little bit.
哦，你喜欢吗？你喜欢 snow 吗？
还好. It's pretty, but it gets old pretty fast.
Yes. Oh, before we leave, I want to throw in one more word, combining the language we learned today.
Okay?
滑冰，滑冰,
Okay, so that would be slippery ice.
or to slip on ice, or otherwise known as to ice skate.
Ah, okay. So in this lesson, you learned hua. That's an adjective meaning slippery.
对。
But in Chinese, you'll find that many words, they can go from verb to noun and from verb to adjective. They kind of mix it all up. So 滑冰 becomes slide on ice,
对
which is ice skating.
Exactly. Hope you enjoyed that little wordplay at the end and also today's lesson.
All right, so as always, if you have any questions or comments, please come to ChinesePod.com and let us have them.
我们再见。
再见.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
1361.
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/1361
1361.
and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/1361.